Hey, I'm Scarlett.
And I'm Jeff.
And we're genetically unstable.
Today we have a lot of topics in store for you today, so hopefully you like it. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave any feedback, and we'll be happy to get back to you.
And enjoy the show.
Set, go. 3, 2, 1. Right about now, let's have some fun. Genetically unstable. Jeff and Scarlett at the table. Genetically unstable. Yeah, we're genetically unstable.
Welcome to episode 2 of the Genetically Unstable podcast. So last week we left off, we talked about Joe Flacco and how the Browns traded him to the Bengals, right? Which, by the way, Coach Tomlin wasn't too happy about that.
Not at all. No, he hated that.
But you know what? I mean, the Browns, it's that decision of theirs, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Come on. They signed Deshaun Watson to a guaranteed contract, and he's played how much with him?
Not many games at all, actually.
Exactly. But Joe Flacco came in and he started the game against Green Bay Packers. He had maybe 4 days with the team, if that.
Something like that.
Right.
It was very minimal.
Yeah, very minimal, like a Baker Mayfield type thing.
Right.
You know, when he went to the Rams. But he came in and we lost that game.
Yep.
But it wasn't one of those.
It was a good team.
It was,
the Packers are a
yeah,
good team. I hate to admit it, but they are.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. You know, but it also was promising because, you know, it showed a little bit of what Flacco could do. You know, the second half, you can see he was getting comfortable.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And then we come in and, you know, it's Thursday night football that we had playing against the Steelers, and we come in and we dominate.
Yeah.
Who they?
I mean, and the thing is too, you know, I had read a stat that Jamar Chase broke a Bengals record for 16 receptions in a, like his new
own
record
record,
is 16 receptions in a game, and I was like, that's insane. And he had 23 targets.
Yes.
Like Joe Flacco, obviously, I'm being a little bit facetious, but he threw to basically nobody else. Like it was Chase. So, how do you feel about him now?
What was his? What was it? 40? How many attempts did he have, Flacco?
Let me look it up real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, I think it was in his 40s, right? So, I mean, yeah, I would say just about over half, or just under half, I would say, of his pass attempts were to Jamar Chase, right? And Jamar Chase he balled out too. I mean,
He had a game.
yeah. There were a few, and there was that one that Chase dropped, and you saw it was right in his hands, and that face Flacco made, that whole. I thought, you know, that was comical a little bit, right? But it was also one of those kind of a disbelieving, but it was still a lighthearted type face. You know,
Right.
I took it like that.
Like you're supposed to be the best receiver in the game, and here you are. And it was funny because last night I was at my father-in-law or at my in-laws' house, and we were talking about it. He said the exact same thing about the face, and I was like, you could tell that he was disappointed, but he was like, I'll get you another one.
Yep, exactly. You know.
But to answer your question, Joe Flacco threw the ball 47 times, so almost exactly half of his passes were to Chase.
Nice.
So and Aaron Rodgers only threw the ball 34 times. So
And here I want to tell you this too. For him to be able to throw that many, and for him to be able to connect with how many? What was his connections? What was his completions?
31, I believe. Let me double check.
Right? To be able to connect that many times, the O-line did their job.
Yes. And I think last week we had talked about how everybody was saying that the O-line was not going to hold up, and they did.
Yes, they did their job, right? Amarius Mims, he held Watt.
Yeah.
He beat
He's
Watt.
not easy to do.
No.
He's not easy to hold.
So, I mean, yeah, way to go on that. I mean, it was a great game. Great game for Bengals fans. We needed it.
Yeah.
We needed it, right? And I'm excited for going on because, next obviously not Sunday, but the next game we have is against the Jets.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm excited about that. I'm going to that game actually, so I might take a few recordings for the podcast.
There you go.
Right?
Yes, do that.
Do some of
That'd
that.
be fun.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll be there. Hooday. But with that said, Jeff, I mean, talking about some football, what do you think's going to happen this Sunday?
So, excuse me. So you and I were talking before the podcast, and actually, so I had there was a viewer that had reached out to me, and one of my friends and a former client of mine had reached out and said that he really liked the whole sports thing, and he's like, you guys should talk about, like, you guys should do like picks, right? So picks on, you know, who you think's going to win this week. So I figured we can probably do something like that, and just kind of see, you know, where we are and what I'm going to do.
That's a good idea.
So, for those of you who don't know me personally, I am a degenerate. No,
Genetically unstable.
we are genetically unstable. I like to gamble, you know, and it's mainly on sports, you know, just little sports bets here and there. Nothing crazy, but
Yeah, you're not going out spending your whole check.
No,
if you do have a gambling problem, there are numbers
there's
and stuff.
Yeah.
There's help out there, but
Yeah,
you know,
for sure. And what I'll do also, just because I want to do this, I will put the phone number for Gamblers Addiction. I forget what it's called off the top of my head, but like, I'll put it up here so that if anybody does have an actual gambling problem, please feel free to seek help. But I figured that you and I could take turns picking who we think's going to win each game, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a little wager on who I pick on my games and see if it'll make me a little bit of money. So, yeah.
I'll place a little wager too. I'll place a $1 bet.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll probably do like a $5 or $10 bet.
I'm not one of those ones where, you know, it's for fun and stuff, but I can't place anything more than like a $5 bet.
Yeah.
It just doesn't sit right with me.
Yeah,
so.
you're not big on gambling. So.
I'm not, no. So
Yeah.
whenever I go to a casino, I rather drink. I mean, I have my vices,
Yeah.
right? But yeah,
Good deal. But yeah,
which I don't drink a lot either. Now
Yeah.
we're getting off the topic.
Again,
Anyhow,
if you have an alcohol problem, if you have any type of problem, there's help out there. And we're not saying this to make light, because at the same time, like I said, I do enjoy gambling. I don't go and I don't spend a whole paycheck, but I do enjoy it.
absolutely.
And you know, our family has had their share of addictions. So seriously,
Yes, we have.
if you do need help or whatever, please, if you want to reach out to one of us personally, we'd love to help you. Or if you'd like to reach out to somebody, you know, like somebody professionally, please feel free to do that.
Absolutely.
So yeah, but here's what I figured we will go through, and Scarlett and I have written down the games, but neither one of us have picked the games yet, at least not to each other. So we're going to pick the games, and we're just going to go through the list. And it's not like, okay, we're only going to pick 1 o'clock games at first, then 4 o'clock, then 8 o'clock, whatever. It's just whatever game Scarlett wants to pick, she can choose, and then I will choose the next one that I want to pick, and then I'll pick the winner of that one, and so on and so forth.
Yep.
So go ahead, Scarlett. Who do you think's going to win your first pick?
All right. So for the first game, it is, who is it? Jacksonville.
Do you want to do the 9 o'clock game? Is that what you're doing?
Oh, do you have it in order?
I have it in order. You can pick whatever. On my sheet, I have it in
okay.
order. You can pick whatever
All
game
right,
you
well,
want.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jacksonville.
Okay.
So between Jacksonville and the Rams.
Yep.
I'm gonna take Jacksonville on this one.
Okay.
All right. So Trevor Lawrence is having a good season, right? He's finding his teammates out there. Their defense is doing really well as well. So I'm gonna go with the Jacksonville Jaguars on that one.
That's a pretty brazen pick, but I will say, I think it was last night or early this morning, that Puka Nacua is going to be out of that game. So
Exactly. I mean, you know, there's a few injuries over there on the Rams, right?
And Jacksonville, even though they're listed as the away team, they've got more of a following over there than, like, I think most teams. Like they at least they seem to play over there more.
They have a pretty decent. I mean, I went to the game. The first game this season at home, which was against Jacksonville, and there was a lot of Duval, you know, whatever they say, like our Houday, right?
Or if you're their coach, Duval, which is really weird and creepy, but whatever.
Duval.
So,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Cool. All right. So, I'm looking at the list here, and I think I'm going to go with the Green Bay versus Arizona game.
Okay.
I am going to choose Green Bay in that game. So, Arizona's just in shambles right now, I feel like. So
I know, man. And is Kyler Murray, whatever, still
Murray.
out? Murray, yeah.
I don't know, actually. That's a good question. I think that he is out. I don't think he's going to be playing, so that means they're going to have Jacoby Brissett if so. And I'm telling you, like, Kyler Murray, he's fast, but he's not a very good quarterback. He's not like Lamar Jackson, in my opinion. And he's also, and I'm not saying this to be mean to short people, but he's not tall in terms of a quarterback.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely. He doesn't make good football decisions. He
No.
doesn't. He's
And
not. That strategic management.
Right.
Of
And
football.
if you have Marvin Harrison Jr. on your team, you should be force feeding that man.
Yes. Yes.
But here you are. So yeah. So I'm going to go with Green Bay versus Arizona. I'm going to pick Green Bay.
Yep, and I'm the same with you there, Green Bay. I mean, Jordan Love, that guy has broken out, and he can prove he can run a football team, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And then with them acquiring Micah Parsons, no matter what it seems like what his health level is, he still makes an impact on the game somehow.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure.
So yeah, absolutely, I agree with you there. Green Bay all the way.
Okay,
Yep.
good deal. So who's your next pick?
All right, so my next pick, I am going to go to the Indiana and Chargers game.
Okay.
All right, so it's in LA.
Yep.
However, I do have faith in Indiana Jones.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Daniel Jones, he has come out and broken out and said, "This is me." And
Yeah.
he's not a bad quarterback. And honestly, the last season with the Giants, he had injuries and whatnot.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
He also didn't really have any receivers
That is very
in
true,
New
yeah.
York either. So that makes sense. So okay, cool. Yeah, no, that's going to be a tough one, but I think that Indianapolis can pull it off too. So for pick number 2 for me, I have to, so not to get off topic, but my Patriots are now number 1 in the AFC East.
I mean, yeah.
And Mike Vrabel is going back to the last NFL team that he coached. He's going to be playing in Tennessee. So I'm going to go with my Patriots on that one.
I agree with you there. Tennessee is just kind of lost right now. They just fired Callahan, right?
Yep.
So who are they? Who is even their head coach now?
I don't even know,
So
honestly.
yeah,
That's
I
a good
mean,
question.
so
They have an interim coach now, I'm sure. So
Yeah,
I'm going to see if I can
absolutely.
find out who it is
So,
because that's going to bug me.
so yeah, I agree with you there. Absolutely. The Patriots, with I want to say his name wrong. I always do, but
Vrabel.
Vrabel.
Yeah.
He's a heck of a coach, and he took the Tennessee Titans somewhere with Ryan Tannehill. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So, and like you said, you have what Mays, right? Drake Mays.
Drake May. Yeah.
Yeah, Drake May.
You've got to get these names down.
I know, I do. And he's looking promising as well too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree
he's
with you.
looking really good.
Yeah.
He's looking a lot better than what I thought he was going to. So, especially having to fill the shoes of somebody like Tom Brady.
Oh yeah,
and
and that's
the
what's
legacy
lingering. I mean,
left.
how many quarterbacks have you had since Tom Brady now?
Oh my God, not a whole lot, but I
It's
want
not
to
like
say
Steelers after Roethlisberger a lot, but
no. Like so, there was Mac Jones,
yeah,
and there was somebody before that, and then we've got Drake May, of course, and I want to say maybe Jacoby Brissett was there for a little bit too. So
yeah.
yeah. So and by the way, to answer your question, Mike McCoy is going to be the coach this week, or
I don't
this
even
week
know
at
who
least.
that is. So
He's just an interim coach, I'm
Gotcha,
sure. So
gotcha.
he may get the job eventually, depending on how he does. But
okay.
yeah. So
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, and then I wish them the best, right? I mean, Tennessee.
I don't. I hate Tennessee so much. I don't care if you're a Titans fan or not.
I'm not
I
a
hate that
Titans
place.
fan. I just It's sad, right?
Yeah.
They got the rookie quarterback in there was Cam Ward.
Yep, Cam Ward.
That poor guy. It just doesn't. It hurts a quarterback when they go through these changes, especially so early on, right? I mean, look at Bryce Young.
Yeah.
You know, which by the way, that's what I'm going to go with my next one.
Oh.
Right. So that's Carolina Panthers and the New York Jets.
Okay.
All right, I'm going with the Carolina Panthers on this
Okay.
one.
Okay.
All right. You know, they have a better record than the Jets.
Okay. Yeah.
And it was one of those, who do I go with, Bryce Young or Justin Fields?
Yeah.
Right. So I'm going to go with Bryce Young on this. I wish him the best. Like I said, I feel bad for the guy because he's had how many different changes since his
Too many. I
induction?
mean, he's only been in a couple of
This
years.
is what,
too, a
his
few
third
years.
year now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that team's also another one that's in shambles.
Yeah.
And then they got rid of Christian McCaffrey. So, yeah.
That was, I mean, well, because McCaffrey knew.
Yeah,
He's like,
he's-
I'm looking for a Super Bowl, man. So.
Yeah, he wants to be in a team that's going to be contentious.
Yes.
I'm going to be honest with you. I disagree with you. I think the Jets are going to win. I think they're going to get their. I don't think they've gotten any wins this season. So maybe
I don't know.
one.
I don't know. I thought they
So,
had one, but yeah.
Maybe they do. Maybe I'm thinking wrong, but I think the Jets are going to win that one. I'm not going to use it as my pick because Scarlett picked them, but I'm going to. I'm going to disagree, and I'm going to say the Jets are going to go. But speaking of Christian McCaffrey, runs CMC, I'm going to go with the 49ers and the Falcons. I think. See, here's the funny thing. You mentioned Drake May earlier, and you talked about their quarterbacks, the Patriots quarterbacks, and Mac Jones.
Yeah.
He's been doing really well in San Francisco.
Well, anybody can do well in Kyle Shanahan's offense.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, at the same time, you know, you still have to like be a performing quarterback, and he couldn't cut it in New England, but he's doing really well there. I think I'm going to take the 49ers on that one.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So, with that, I took the Falcons for that one.
Oh, well, there we go. So we're disagreeing again.
We're disagreeing on that one, right?
Being genetically unstable, having a little sibling rivalry. I love it.
Yeah, a little bit. But I mean, you know, with that said, they're starting to pick up the Falcons, right? I don't know too much about them. I know Penix, it's his first year, I believe, right? So, still got that rookie quarterback, and I believe Kirk Cousins is still there, right?
It's his second year.
Oh, is it second
yeah,
year?
he was drafted last year.
There you go.
And
Played under Cousins now.
Yeah, then he took over for Cousins partway through the year. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but this is his first year as a starting quarterback from the very beginning. Yeah.
but the reason why I did this is because, well, I mean, the 49ers, they have a lot of injuries, you know, on both sides of the ball as well, too, where
Right.
it matters, right? So,
Fred Warner, who I have in my fantasy league, just went down. I can't remember what his injury was, but I think he broke his leg or something.
yeah.
So
Yep.
he's probably going to miss some time. So yeah, you're absolutely. And he was their guy on defense. So
Yeah. So,
yeah.
so with that's my pick on that. Now, going into it, I want to touch upon this, I don't know, this new beginning that the Giants have. Right, with Jackson Dart,
Daxon Jart,
yeah, and what was his name? Cam Scatabo or
Scatabo.
Scatabo?
Yeah.
Those two dynamic people right there. So yeah, New York Giants. They're playing Denver,
Yeah.
right? And I got the Giants for this one,
Oh, that's
even though I know they're playing in Denver, right?
Mile High Stadium.
Mile High Stadium. I understand that, but there's just some magic right there. So yeah, I'm picking the Giants to take over when it comes to Denver.
That's a game that I wouldn't touch with the 10-foot pole. So I'm glad that you picked it because you're absolutely right. Jackson Dart has been doing great. But if I had to pick one of those two, I would probably pick Denver just because Sean Payton's he's Sean Payton. So like you know, it's hard to root against him and his team, but yeah, so that's again one that I would not want to touch with a 10-foot pole. So I'm going to go with another easy one, in my opinion. One that I think is going to be a lock. New Orleans and Chicago.
Oh.
The Saints have been playing terribly.
Yeah.
Kellen Moore is an all right coach, but I don't think he's head coach material, or at least definitely not for that team. He's been set up for failure, I feel like.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with Chicago on that one. I'm not a huge Caleb Williams fan, just because of all the drama that surrounded him whenever he was getting drafted. But I think he's done all right. I think that they come out with the win.
And this where somewhere we agree, right? I agree as well too. I'm going with Chicago on that one. Rattler, he's not doing too much there. And once again, it might be coaching. Who knows? Like you said, I believe we established this last week. To even be in the NFL, you have to have some type of amount of talent.
Right.
Right. So with that, yeah, I agree with you. Chicago, they've been doing some stuff, special stuff here in the past few games. Right. So yeah, Chicago for that win.
It'll be interesting. That's for sure.
Now, something I want to talk about, because I think this is a kind of a hard decision as well too, because it's kind of like the worst against the worst.
Oh, I know where you're going with this one.
We're going to talk about the Miami and Cleveland game.
Yep.
Okay. With this one, I took Miami.
I would agree with that.
So.
Yeah. Like you said, it's like both teams are just.
Yeah.
It's a shit show in both of them, honestly. And Mike McDaniel, honestly, just needs to be fired.
He's totally lost the respect of the locker room.
Yeah, no.
If you have players showing up late, if you have your star quarterback showing up late to meetings, you've lost the locker room.
In his defense, the star quarterback also probably doesn't know where he is most of the time. So, He's not all there in his head anymore, unfortunately. So, but I get what you're saying, absolutely. And oh my gosh, I feel bad, but I think I'm thinking of the Dolphins. Didn't they hold a private team meeting, or what team was that?
I'm not sure.
I think it was the Jets. I think it was the Dolphins. I don't know why I was going to say Jets. That held like a private team meeting. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
In what aspect? What do you mean a private team meeting?
Like I think it was just players.
Oh.
And that is scary. So, let's see here. Hold on.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I could tell you though. I mean, I know Miami don't have Tyreek Hill now.
Yeah, no, and he seemed happy to break his leg,
man. When he was all like, bye,
deuces, I'm out.
Which that's horrible. He wanted to leave last season.
Yeah,
he was done. But yeah, like I said, and I know, granted, it is in Cleveland, I believe. So I don't know. There might be a struggle there for Miami because they're not a cold weather team, and it shouldn't be too cold, but it'd be colder than Florida.
Cleveland could ruin a wet dream. They're going to completely destroy this game. They just don't know where they're at anymore. So yeah, I
agree.
I get what you're saying, but I definitely think Miami's
the only thing they got going for them is Garrett.
Right.
So.
And by the way, real quick, so I found this out. The Miami Dolphins held a players-only meeting in early September after their loss to the Indianapolis Colts. More recently, Tua Tagovailoa publicly mentioned that players have been showing up late or missing team-led meetings, leading to internet criticism and his subsequent apology for the public comments. Following a 33-8 loss to the Colts, Dolphins players held a private meeting to ensure they were on the same page and to prevent morale from collapsing. So then quarterback Tua Tagovailoa publicly commented, excuse me, that some teammates were not attending or arriving late to player-led meetings. He later apologized for speaking about internet or internal issues publicly. But yeah, like if you do that, one, allowing Tua to do that, I know they didn't allow him to, but allowing Tua to do that, Tua doing that means that he has no respect for the organization or the coaches. So yeah,
I agree. I agree.
Man, so these next ones are kind of difficult. I'm going to go with the Monday night 10 o'clock game. I think Seattle's going to beat Houston.
Oh, okay.
Jackson Smith and Jigba has been lights out for me in fantasy.
Yeah.
He's just insane. And Sam Darnold is somebody that I remember just a few years ago, there was a meme going around because he told one of his coaches, maybe, he's like, I'm seeing ghosts out there, because he kept, this was whenever he was in Carolina, but he was like, I'm seeing ghosts out there. And it just became this big meme fest about him.
Yeah.
And he lost all the respect. He went to New York, didn't care for him there, like nobody, like he was, but again, it was another terrible organization, really.
Exactly.
And then he went to Minnesota and just killed it there.
Yep. Well, you've got Kevin O'Connell, who is the quarterback whisperer.
Yeah.
So.
So, and I mean, he did great for Sam, and then obviously Sam got, he ended up in Seattle, and he's doing really well there. So yeah, that's who I'm going with.
All right, yeah. So for that game, actually, I had Houston coming out top. Right?
Why do you think that? Just out of curiosity.
Why do I think? Well, I like C.J. Stroud.
Okay.
Okay. Him and Nico, they have a good,
Like good dynamic.
good dynamic there.
Okay.
Plus, they got a strong running back too. Now, they got Chubb, but here's one thing I've noticed: they haven't really been utilizing Joe Mixon. Is there something wrong with him? Am I missing something?
Joe
there?
Mixon's out. He's
Oh,
hurt.
well, crap. That's why.
That makes sense.
That's how much I follow the Houston Texans.
Yeah.
So
I think he might.
But-
He's going to be out for a while. I think. Let me check.
Oh man. I like Joe.
Well, only because he was a Bengal.
Well, yeah, and he did well for us.
I mean,
Let
me see here real quick. Hold on. We'll pull up some
he's
information.
a good guy.
So he is on physically unable to perform. He's on the PUP list. Jim Mixon's 2025 availability coming over the next few weeks.
Oh.
So remains without a timetable. This was 11 days ago. He messed up his ankle, I guess. And now it does say here, this was 15 days ago, Joe Mixon's 2025 return looks increasingly unlikely.
Uh-oh.
So.
All right. Well, I'm still going to hold my ground and go with Houston.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go with Houston.
It's crazy that you mentioned Nick Chubb. When he was in Cleveland, he was a tank.
Yeah.
And now it's so funny to see these players kind of fall off. Like Nick Chubb used to be like a household name. Now he's just Nick Chubb. That's it. Nobody cares. So he used to be feared. So yeah. Okay. Who's your next one?
So from there, next game I want to discuss. Let's go and take a look at. Here we go. Tampa Bay and Detroit.
I'm glad that you picked that one because that one's going to be a tough one.
Yes, it is.
Who do you have?
Oh gosh. So I love me some Baker Mayfield.
Okay.
Right. I have had a soft spot for him ever since what happened in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
Right. His demise at the Panthers. That poor guy. And then his rise, where it started in L.A.
Yeah.
Now
He was there for a couple of days and led them to a win.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now his dominance over Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Right? However, I'm going with Detroit.
I don't blame you there. Honestly, I can see it going either way.
Mm-hmm.
So since we've been here, I saw a notification come across my phone that Bucky Irving's not going to be playing. So they've got Rashad White,
Okay.
and then I think Chris. Oh my God, is Chris Godwin still out?
Yeah, I know. He doesn't have a few of his weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So that's tough. And then you've got Jared Goff. How can you really argue or go against Jared Goff, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and then you've got the backup or the running back duo of Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. I mean, it's just it's an insane team, and then you've got the defense. I
was just about to say on the other side of the ball, you got Adrian Hutchinson, Aiden.
You'll get these names.
I'll
right?
get these names eventually.
Yeah, so,
but yeah, I mean,
Hutch,
absolutely.
So I don't blame you there. Now, the next one I'm going to go with. Honestly, I think these next two picks are very easy picks.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of torn on which one I want to go with. But well, actually, no. Now that I'm thinking a little bit more about it, man, I don't know. I'm gonna go with Las Vegas and Kansas City. I'm going to take Kansas City in that one.
Like you even had to think about that.
Well, so here's the
I mean,
thing.
granted, I hate to say anything positive about Kansas City.
Yeah.
I hate to, but coming up against Las Vegas.
But
holy-
here's the thing too, right? So
Yeah.
you've got to think about Las Vegas has had kind of a resurgence. They've got Ashton Genty. They've got Brock Bowers, who is kind of in question for this week, so who knows if he's going to play or not. Geno Smith's been playing all right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, and they're doing all right. They're not great, but so and the Chiefs just haven't been like up until this past week. They haven't really been showing anything impressive.
I agree. I understand that.
So last game is yours, Philadelphia and Minnesota. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, no, we've got two.
Yeah,
I
we
forgot
still
about this.
got.
We got Philadelphia and Minnesota, and we've got Washington and Dallas.
All right, so with that, we'll go Philadelphia and Minnesota. This one was a hard pick for me. All right, because I mean Minnesota, they're pretty dominant, as well as Philadelphia.
Right.
I always, when I say dominant and then say, oh, Carson Wentz is their quarterback. But with that said, I did pick Philadelphia for this one.
Well, keep in mind that Carson Wentz also did win a Super Bowl with Philadelphia, so this was obviously before Jalen Hurts. But
Yeah.
I mean, he's not great, but he's brought it to the table this year. So yeah. You say you're going Philadelphia?
I am going with Philadelphia.
Okay.
Who are you going with?
Man, I don't know. It's tough, but I think it is hard to argue against Philadelphia. So I'd probably agree with you there.
All right.
So this last one, excuse me, this last one in my opinion is it's an easy one. I feel like you've got Washington and Dallas, and I've got to go with Washington. Well, actually, hold on, no, let me think about it for a second. Terry McLaurin's out. Oh man, I don't know. I have to think about it. You know what? Screw it. I'm changing my mind. I'm going with Dallas.
Okay.
I'm going Dallas.
All right. And that's who I had picked anyways, was Dallas as well, too. Yeah.
There we go.
Washington just isn't, they seem to lost that, I don't know, the special sauce they had last year.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely.
They had
I
it,
went
and
with-
then they lost it.
Yep.
So yeah.
So yeah, I went with Dallas on this one because Prescott's got something to prove, right? Is this a divisional game too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah.
NFC East. So
Yeah, so.
we'll see how it goes.
All right.
Good
So
deal.
yeah, awesome. So out of those games, I mean, we only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different
Yeah.
pickings, right? So we'll see who wins $2.
Yeah. Hopefully, you win a little bit more than that. But yeah. So hopefully, I win a little bit more too. So so now let's move on. So last week we did a let me try to figure out the best way to word it. A horror movie killer fantasy draft.
That's a mouthful there.
It is. It really is. So that's why I was like, how do I say this? So if you haven't watched last week's episode, go and watch it and tell us your opinions on who you think won, either my team or Scarlett's team.
It was mine.
It wasn't, but you can think that if you want to.
I know.
So can I see this paper real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
So hold on. So this. Oh shoot. That's got some. Oh, it's less written. So this week, what we're going to do is we're going to do a horror movie draft. So same rules as last week essentially, except we're going to do 10, and we will let you guys decide on who wins. So since Scarlett got to go first last week, I will go first this week. And so basically the rules are we're going to do 10. We're going to do it in snake style. So I pick one, she picks one, then she picks one, then I pick one, all the way up until we get to 10.
We're doing
and-
5 apiece, right?
No, 10 apiece.
10. Okay.
Yeah, 10 apiece. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So what do you want to do? 5?
Okay. No. 10's
Okay.
fine.
Okay. So we'll do 10, and we'll kind of make it a little bit quicker than what we did last week because I don't want to take up too much of these precious people's time. So yeah, so there was a movie that I watched yesterday, and it was a remake of a movie. And I think I'm going to take it. And it's funny because you picked this person in your fantasy horror killer draft.
Oh.
Do you know what movie it is?
Probably a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie.
Absolutely not.
Ah.
It's Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to do that one. It's the original, though. I'm going to do the original one.
1984
yeah.
with Johnny Depp in it.
Did it have Johnny Depp?
Yes, sir.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Interesting. No, I didn't
his
watch
first
that
movie.
one. I think this one, the one I watched, was like a remake or like it was like a reboot of it. Yeah. So Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger. How can you go against that?
Right.
So,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
so-
the first one.
Yep.
Okay.
The very first one.
Absolutely. Nice one. So with that, last night I was watching AMC because during October, that's what I watch, AMC, because all they show is scary movies. And they were showing something that you picked.
I'm gonna guess Halloween.
Nope.
No, not Halloween.
No.
Hold on,
Friday. Oh,
Friday the 13th.
Friday
okay.
the 13th, the original, the first one.
Okay.
Right? And obviously, I thought about you because you picked Mrs. Voorhees as a killer for you. So I was watching that, and I just love, heaven now laughs at them just because of the quality now. But I love that quality. So, yeah, that's my first one.
You get like the old vintage movies
Yes.
kind of quality.
Yes, yeah.
It's kind of like me with like every New Year's Day I watch The Twilight Zone. I don't watch it the whole
Yes.
24 hours, but it's just nice to kind of see like the old quality movies. So I
Yes.
get that.
Yep.
So you're going with the original Friday the 13th.
Yes.
Okay.
And then my next one, I'm going to go with something a little bit newer. I like it. I think, I don't know. I just it's cute, kind of, in my aspect, but still Halloween. Trick or Treat.
Is Trick or Treat the one with Don't Tell Me? Is it Ozzy Osbourne and Gene Simmons?
No.
Or is it different? Okay.
No. It's a newer one. It's where you have the trick or treater that has the bag over the burlap sack over his head and the orange outfit.
Okay.
It's based off of that character.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
So, yeah.
Good deal. So, for number 2, I hate to do this because I went with this person last week for my killer, but I kind of have to, I feel like, because it's a classic. It's one of, in my opinion, one of the best Halloween movies ever made, and it is Halloween, the original with obviously Jamie Lee Curtis.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Excellent. Awesome.
Now, for my second one, and now that I'm thinking about it, this is somebody that we did not pick. Wait, did we pick them last week? I don't think. I didn't mean like that. I had to stop myself from cussing. I'm trying to think if we picked them last week. I don't think we did. Did we pick Pennywise the Clown?
No.
No. I'm
How
going
could
Stephen
we
King's
not?
It. I'm going Stephen King's It. The other night I was watching this movie. I forget where I found it at, but it's such a great movie with Tim Curry. And whenever I was a kid and I watched it, I never knew that it was Tim Curry, which is the same guy that was in Home Alone. He was one of the bad guys in the hotel.
Yeah.
But he's funny. And actually, I don't know if you saw this or not, but I posted a meme on my personal page to where I said, I just want somebody to look at me the way that Pennywise looked at Georgie.
I saw that.
He's just
staring
at him so longingly. So
Yeah.
can't really go wrong with that. So yeah,
Nice.
I can't believe we didn't. I was like, I don't remember putting Pennywise on there. But yeah.
We didn't pick Pennywise. Wow. Yeah. All right. So my next movie, now that I'm thinking about it, I had it in my head, and then we started talking, and now it's back. House of a Thousand Corpses.
I don't know that I've ever seen that movie.
What?
But I haven't seen very many Rob Zombie movies.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay, gotcha.
but yeah,
It's Rob Zombie, his style, very gory, gruesome.
yeah. I know Andrew loves those movies.
Yeah.
He loves House of a Thousand Corpses, and there was one movie that we watched at his house around Halloween or Thanksgiving last year, where like I can't even remember. It was these people like went into a house and like got hunted or something. I feel like so. I'll have to try to remember what the movie is, but yeah. Okay, good deal. What's your next one?
All right, so my next one for that, this is a good one, a classic one.
Okay.
Pumpkinhead.
I don't know if I've ever seen that one.
You need to see it. That's good. It's about a guy whose son got killed. It was an accident, but the people that killed him took off. Right? So he went out for revenge and called upon the evil spirit of the Pumpkinhead.
Okay.
Right? So it's pretty good.
Okay.
It's a classic. It's from the 80s.
So I mentioned this one. This was one of my horror movie killers of last week too. But I just remember this movie from whenever I was a kid. You and I probably watched it together. Like it was probably like you and your friends or whatever, but I know what you did last summer.
Oh.
It's a good classic movie.
I just watched
90s.
that the other night too on AMC.
No,
AMC, if you want to pay me for.
and this is the original one.
Yeah.
Not I still know what you did last summer.
Okay.
So.
Nice.
Yeah, AMC. If you're looking for any type of promotion, get a hold of us
For sponsorships or whatnot.
Yeah. Okay. And then my turn again. Again, I feel like I'm doing this based off of nostalgia, just based off growing up and watching these movies, because I don't really watch a whole lot of newer movies. By the way, original movie, not the newer one. I did not like the newer one. Yeah, so this one I'm going to go based off of, again, nostalgia. But I feel like that's kind of what it is. Like we're picking these movies based off of, growing up and whatever. I watched the newest one in theaters by myself. I went to my wife does not like horror movies. She doesn't like thriller movies or anything like that. So one day I got doing some showings and I was like, I'm going to go catch a movie. So I went to go see Final Destination Bloodlines. It was really good, by the way.
That is a good movie,
But,
yes.
Which Final Destination was it that we all have like PTSD about? Was it the first one where like the logs come off
It's
the
the
trailer?
second one, yeah.
So Final Destination 2 is the one I'm choosing.
Yeah.
And I specifically remember Highway to Hell being in that. Because she's like, she comes back and she goes, Highway to Hell, and she turns on the radio and it's on there. So
Yes,
so
yes.
Final Destination 2.
Yep, that's a good one. That's a good pick.
Yep. So yeah.
All right, so my next pick, I like this one. It reminds me of Mom because there was one time where me and a few of my friends came over. We rented a video, I believe from Blockbuster, and we watched this on. It was a DVD. But 13 Ghosts.
Okay.
So
Is
I like
that
that one.
is that the one to where like it starts like maybe it's like a ghost ship or something? Or am I thinking
no,
something else?
that Ghost Ship's a good one
Oh, is
too.
that a ghost ship? Okay, gotcha.
Yep,
So
yeah,
two different
13
ones.
Ghosts. No, it's where you got a father and his kids, and his rich uncle leaves him the glass house,
Okay.
and he trapped 13 souls in the basement of it, and he's trying to start up the devil's machine or whatever like that. Anyhow, and
I
then
don't know if I've ever seen that one either. I need it.
you
need
need
watch a
to,
lot more
yeah,
movies.
that's a good one. That is a good one. And then my next one, you probably haven't seen this one, is Maximum Overdrive.
I've never even heard of that.
Oh
one.
my goodness! So this is from the '80s. It's got Emilio Estevez in it.
Okay.
And it's about where this comet goes over Earth and makes all the electronics come to life, like cars and everything like that, and they start killing all the humans.
Yeah, I've never seen
So
that.
yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Emilio Estevez is a good actor.
Yeah.
I actually just watched a movie of his the other day. It's a 90s movie. It's more of a kid's movie, really. Well, I don't know. The more that I was watching, because I've never seen it, Mighty Ducks.
I've already say you said more of a kids movie. I've
Yeah.
already said Mighty Ducks.
I don't think I'd ever seen that movie before. And I don't think I finished all of it, because I think we were going to go to the in-laws. And
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So for my sixth movie, man, this is tough. Again, nostalgia. I'm gonna go with Scream.
Scream. There you go. Yeah.
Again, the original Ghostface, with was it Nev Campbell?
Yep.
And Courtney Cox, and so
Nice.
yeah, and what's
Nice.
his name? Is it Matthew Lillard? Yeah,
I know who
Matthew
you're talking
Lillard.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Okay.
So nice, yeah. Yeah, I remember that movie when it first came out. I think I was in like maybe 7th grade. And I remember I went with a friend to the theaters to watch it. I come home that night, and this is when we lived in Hillsboro, in that bigger house.
Yeah.
I get a phone call, and it's a person on the other end saying, "Hey, babe, yeah, I'll be there to pick you up after school tomorrow." I'm like, "Huh? What?" He's like, you know. It freaked me out, man, because, I just saw the movie. So, yeah, that's a good one. Scream's a good one.
You know what's funny? Since you brought up an old story, I'm going to bring up an old story. So, and this one's about you.
Oh, gosh.
So, whenever we lived in Blanchester, that one house next to Amanda.
Long time ago. Yep.
So, this was, and kids, this was back before cell phones were popular and all that stuff. I think I'd just maybe gotten off school or something, and our house phone rings. It was a landline with the cord and everything, hanging on the wall. I answer it, and somebody, I'm not going to name names, she gets a really deep, raspy voice. She goes, "What's your favorite scary movie?" I was like, "Who is this?" She goes, "Who's this?" or whatever she said. And at one point, scared the absolute shit out of me because I hung up like they do in the movies, and she calls me back and she goes, "You hang up with me again, I'm going to gut you like a fish." I was like, and then I just hung up and I ran. No, so my grandma lived across the alley.
Yeah.
There was an alley with some houses on either side, and my grandma lived across the alley. I hung up and I ran. Imagine, I wasn't as fat then, but I ran across the alley, and I was like, I'm not going home until my mom gets home. I didn't know who it was. In fact, I think I even went to my grandma's house and I called the cops. And my sister eventually found out that I did that. She admitted that it was her. So, yeah, that was fun times. Fun times. So yeah,
We wonder why we're genetically unstable.
Yeah, because some of us make us genetically unstable. All right, so my 7th movie is going to be Child's Play.
Child's Play. There you go. Which one?
The
original.
Yep.
There you go. There you go.
Yep, Child's
Nice.
Play.
Good one. Good one.
You just can't really go wrong with Chucky and. Yeah,
Yep.
and they've had several. They've had like Child's Play 2 and 3, and like The Seed of Chucky and Bride of Chucky, blah blah. But yeah, the original.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All
Sorry,
right.
your turn.
My turn. Yeah. So you mentioned it last time we went, and I thought about it, and I like it. It is a good movie, Ghost Ship.
Okay.
So I do like that one.
Again, that's another one I don't think I've ever actually seen. I know
My
of it.
goodness.
I feel like are these all Rob Zombie movies?
No. I mean, and I'm not like a movie fanatic to where I know the directors and stuff like that. But no, it's a movie. It's about obviously a ghost ship, and this crew that gets onto the ship and looks for stuff and comes encountered with ghosts. It's honestly, it's just trying to collect souls. So
Okay,
we'll leave it at that. And then my next one with that, oh man, so there's so many good ones out there. Are they scary movies, or we're doing scary movies, horror movies?
Thriller. It can be thriller. It can be horror.
Okay.
Just whatever.
Just whatever it is.
Something
All
kind
right.
of suspenseful.
Okay.
I would say I think the biggest thing that we need to make sure is that they have some type of killer type vibe to it,
Okay,
something like that. Yeah.
So with this one, I'm gonna go with Insidious.
Okay.
All right.
Again,
So.
another movie.
Oh my
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
goodness.
Is that the one where like he sleeps?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah, where they're sleeping and they go into the other realm.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No. I'm thinking of Inception.
Oh,
That's what I'm thinking of.
Never heard of that.
So, oh no, I'm writing Inception down on here. Nope. Insidious. Okay, so again, here real quick. I know I keep getting off like these little tangents, but So growing up, Scarlett was always like the horror movie buff. So she showed me a lot of these movies. She showed me Scream. She showed me Child's Play. She showed me Final Destination, Halloween, all that good stuff. Another one, and this one's actually going to be my first. Well, I take it back. I guess Final Destination was the first sequel, but this one's not really a sequel. It's just my first, like, besides Final Destination, that's not like the original.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna let you guess what it is. It is a. I'm going to tell you. It's a Nightmare on Elm Street movie.
Okay.
Probably my favorite Nightmare on Elm Street movie that I should have. I had to go with the original one because it was the original first. But it's probably my favorite Nightmare on Elm Street movie.
Oh, is it the one where they go back to the town? The kids do. Which one is that? 5.
It's not it.
No. What is it?
It's not. I'm going to give you another hint. It's not even called Nightmare on Elm Street.
Was it Freddy vs. Jason?
No.
Oh, what?
Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
Okay, there you go. That's a good one. Okay. I like that.
So that's when one of my favorite things about that movie is that Robert Englund plays an actor in that movie. He is an actor in that movie, or whatever you want to call it. But he's making a movie, and it's a movie based off of Freddy Krueger. So at one point, he's playing as Robert Englund on a talk show, and like he's like waving his little claws and stuff in the air, and being all Freddy and stuff. But he actually plays as Freddy in real life too, or like in the actual movies.
Yep.
So yeah, so I like that one. So yeah, that's what we're gonna go with.
Nice.
And then my next one, pick number 9 for me, is going to be I'm going to go with so you actually might have to help me out with the name of this one. No, I'm not going to do that. Never mind. There was a movie. Let me ask you this real quick though. There was a movie. I remember whenever we lived in Blanchester on the two-story house, the one that you were talking about. Mm-hmm. That these people had like blonde hair, like these kids had like blonde hair and like really bright eyes. Do you know what movie that is?
No.
I'll have to look into it, and I'll report back next week for that.
Or if somebody out there might know what he's talking about.
Yeah,
Please let us know.
It's these blonde kids with blue eyes, and I remember at one point they are all surrounding somebody, in like maybe like a dip or like a valley or like a pit or something.
Children of the Corn?
It's not Children of the Corn, but that's a good one.
It is, isn't it?
I'm not going to pick that one right now, though.
That's right, because I'm going to pick it.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of good ones, though, for Children of the Corn.
Yeah.
But no, it's just kids with, like, bright eyes and, like, blonde hair, and they're, like, hovering over, like, I feel like they're, like, facing somebody in, like a dip or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'll have to look into it. But I just had what movie it was that I was going to think of, or that I was going to pick. Oh, no, I remember. This one's a newer one. But it goes based off one of my other ones. Halloween Ends.
Oh, nice.
That was a really
good one. Yeah, that is a good one.
Wait, hold on. Halloween Ends. I know this sounds stupid. That was the last one, right? The last one they did, because there was Halloween Kills and there was Halloween Ends.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, so that's what I'm going with.
Okay, nice.
Okay, cool, good deal. Your turn.
All right, so next one I'm going to pick is Haunting in Connecticut.
Okay, you can't even say the name of it, but you're gonna
Haunting in Connecticut.
Okay, Haunting in Connecticut. Okay,
yeah, that's a good one.
This might surprise you, but I've never seen that one either.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Lord help me. And then my next one, is this my final one?
Yeah, if I can spell Connecticut, that'd be nice. Yeah, this is the last one.
And then my final one. So I would like to pick The Conjuring. The Conjuring. Did I say it right?
Yeah, you said it right.
Okay.
I'm just a little bit confused. That's all.
You haven't heard of The Conjuring either?
No, I have. No, I know, but go ahead.
No. What's confused? What?
I'll tell you here in a second. But
okay.
That's fine. So that's your number 10 pick?
That's my number 10 pick.
Okay. My number 10 pick is going to be Children of the Corn.
Okay. Oh, you thought I was going to pick Children of the Corn?
Yeah, because you said you were going to pick Children of the Corn.
Yeah. I see. I pulled one.
But hold on, let me think about it for a second.
Did you already have it wrote down for me for Children of the Corn?
No, I didn't. There's one specific Children of the Corn that I wanted to do. I can't remember the name of it. Hold on. Give me a second, people. You guys can fast forward through this, or Scarlett can sing you guys a good Children of the Corn.
Maybe we'll just start playing with some buttons on this here.
Yeah, don't do that.
See.
I found it. Children of the Corn 666, Isaac's Return.
Ah, nice.
Again, it was another one
one.
that I thought of
Yeah.
that you showed me as well.
Yep,
So,
I did.
Yeah, good deal.
That's
All
where
right.
he's like in the city limits.
Yeah,
With-
and then
yeah.
he like I don't think he gets killed because I don't think he's supernatural, but like he gets like crucified kind of.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, he's not so. He just ate a whole bunch. What was it? Silver something that they made him eat, nitrate or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
That
something
like
like
kept him young or whatever. Anyhow.
Good deal. All right. We had something that we were going to talk about as well, but I think we've run kind of long today, so I think we
Yep.
should maybe save it for next week. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I will give y'all a hint though. 6, 7.
Oh no, God! and next week, if we can get her to join us, we will have our senior Generation Alpha correspondent
Yes.
join us. So we'll
Yes.
see how that goes. If
That's
we
my
can,
wonderful daughter.
Yeah. So good deal. Well, Scarlett, I'm happy with this episode. I'm glad that we got together.
Yeah, it was
again,
fun.
Yeah.
Again.
Is there anything else you want to add?
No. Once again, please share, please like, subscribe, whatever that stuff is.
Yeah.
We appreciate all feedback as well too, and don't forget to watch our first episode and comment on who do you think won when it comes to the killer draft. So.
And then on this one as well, we will do the same thing. I'm going to put a poll. It's going to be on Spotify. It'll be at the bottom, or we'll do it on Facebook as well. But don't forget, we are on Facebook. I will include all of the links as well in our Spotify description and on Facebook. We're on Facebook, we're on TikTok, we're on YouTube, and we're on Spotify. So yeah, so feel free to like, subscribe, and we will see you guys next week.
Awesome.
All right, I'm Jeff,
And I'm Scarlett.
and we're Genetically
Genetically
Unstable.
Hey guys, thank you for joining us for this episode of Genetically Unstable. If you liked what you heard, please feel free to like and subscribe to our channel wherever you find your favorite podcast. And don't forget to email us. I put the email above me, so please feel free to like and subscribe and email us any feedback. Have a great rest of your day.
Right about now, let's have some fun.